sometimes if, I take too long to get ready to talk and everything, by the time I talk, I forgot what the heck I was going to say. Excuse the wound. Difficult to get rid of. No, most important part is I did hear the interview, the podcast, and it's just inspiring and so nice and everything. But when it did come to the position, well, my god brothers Dravida and Gopi Paranadhana, and you know them so much, and you've been around them, you eat with them, you talk with them, and this and that and the other. And then Gopi Paranadhana, he was, just before he passed away, he was at a program. I think the deities right there, Radha Raman, Sanatana Goswami's samadhi's there. So I was sitting in the program, and and they were mostly talking about Ananta Vasudeva and this and that and the other. And then I just said, hey Gopi, Gopi Paranadhana, I know you in Miami. And here I'm sitting with you, and you're speaking so nicely. What is this change, And he he became serious. He said, Shonaka, all the work that I've done, I've always had to use Ananta Vasudeva's work. Ananta Vasudeva's seva has saved so much of our Gaudiya Vaishnava literature. And just by admitting that, I could see that he was like transformed. And then when I did hear my first temple president, who became the nurse of Srila Prabhupada before Prabhupada left, he made a wonderful comment. Someone did ask Srila Prabhupada in those last days. I'll call him Mr. Sims, because when I first joined, in the 69 and everything, he was Mr. Sims. Okay, I'll be wrong. Yeah. So they did ask Prabhupada about Ananta Vasudeva. And then Prabhupada responded, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Where did he go, or what happened to him? Being surprised. Of course, he's with his guru. He was serving his guru all his life, so he's back with his guru. That's like a big eye-opener. That for some reason Prabhupada had to take a different position because of us. But now when he's just about to leave us, he's telling us that, yes, Ananta Vasudeva never stopped serving his guru. And then also there was a god brother, Srila Prabhupada. I think he was in charge of the yoga pit, and he passed away. But he was always criticizing Prabhupada and giving trouble too. Yeah. If Prabhupada's taxi didn't stop first at the Rajmat or first at the yoga pit, then he was, not doing right. He shouldn't just go straight to his place, his house. First, he should come and visit his guru's place. So many criticisms came. So when he did pass away, I think he was the first sannyasi of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. So, they asked Srila Prabhupada, where did he go? And then Prabhupada paused again, the same way as with Ananta Vasudeva. And he said the same thing. Where do you think? He served his guru all his life. Where do you think he is? So I saw that in Gopi. Because, I was in Miami, I was always around him. And then now here in Govardhan, he was praising Ananta Vasudeva and the great service that he did. But it just seems sad that it becomes so difficult to, because they were in a difficult position, Because of the manner of Ananta, I could never think of and even imagine how Ananta Vasudeva did what he did. There is no way that I can figure out how he went from Vrindavan all the way to Dhaka, because it was the best of the printing presses back then. And he sat there until the books were done, and then he would bring them back. I understand he's from rich family. Perhaps they were supporting him, but he didn't ask one penny from anybody. He had the vision that his manner of approaching Sankirtan was inconceivable, because he said that Shastra should never be sold. So for the progress of the Sankirtan movement, if we tried that method and we just waited for money to appear and help us printing and everything, we were really hurting, So his method of spreading the Sankirtan movement was, he could do it. He brought, and it's even written down in the Mathura temple, Janmastan temple, he brought truckloads of his pamphlets. He gave them to Janmastan. And he asked them just to give them out. Don't sell them. And an incredible work. Just an incredible gift. So in one of my I can't say the only one, because I'm always doing something that is so well accepted. In Bagbazar, there is still a plaque. If you're going to go around the deities, right at the beginning, there's a little plaque there. And the plaque says, a quote from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. If you want to know Srimad Bhagavatam, go to Ananta Vasudeva. So I took the exact copy and I put it on Ananta Vasudeva's samadhi. Well, persons that know me, they really were upset at me for doing such a thing. And after a while, the plaque, it was like a steel plaque, screwed in, cemented in, and all of a sudden it's gone. So, I don't want to upset other devotees and everything, but that plaque is just beautiful. If you want to know Srimad Bhagavatam, go to Ananta Vasudeva. But I imagine we just have to wait until people mature before we can actually do some things. But such a great soul, Ananta Vasudeva. And I was very much surprised that Gopi Paranadhana was not just at the function, but he was also given, in his lecture, he was also given feedback about Ananta Vasudeva. So I know that you would, anybody but you would understand the change that he had. For me, it was incredible. I was happy, but for me, it was incredible, the change. And I know that you would appreciate such a change in the heart of Gopi Paranadhana. He opened up. And he saw, Prabhupada had to do something because it was protecting us. And our, real flimsy way of doing Krishna consciousness is protecting us. So he had to do some things so that we could stay in Krishna consciousness. I hope you appreciate that. That there was a change in Gopi Paranadhana. And he did that, for me, it was a big change. So, now I don't know about Dravida. Yeah. My God, Brother Dravida. But, just a small little change like that, and somebody like Gopi Paranadhana and others that know Gopi. Yeah. Please, if difficulty came upon you while you were in our close association, if difficulty came upon you, you please overlook it. In time, the truth comes out. Whoever's looking for the truth, in time the truth comes out. I'll leave it like that. If I don't speak quick, I'll forget. And today's Ekadasi. Yeah. After about so many 40-degree temperatures, one after the other. I don't know where that rainfall came last night. I was looking at even the MOS of the whole area and everything. There was no predicted rainfall. There was no predicted rainfall at all last night. And then around 9:30, a wind comes up with rain, and it's just, like there's no where it came from. Nobody could tell me where it came from. And right while it's happening, I said, I got to look this up. So I go to MOS, and they don't have anything of a rainfall. And then I go to the weather forecast for Mathura, and it says no rain until Friday. And I'm saying, where'd this rain come from? This Vrindavan is more than even the weather forecasters can figure out. Even more than the weather forecasters can figure out. The only thing that's left is that the people are doing austerity, doing, dandotri, doing so many things, this type of austerity. And what's supposed to happen? Rain's supposed to come. So that's the only explanation. Yeah, no, I can not find any other explanation for what happens here in Vrindavan. Yeah. I just hope it rains more. Yeah, I think that, oh my God, that cut's horrible. Yeah, I just hope it keeps coming, and on Friday it starts raining good. Okay, my dear Satyanarayan, God brother of mine. Oh, please accept any of not accept, remove any difficulties that I have. Okay, Haribol.